What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, which as you can see is currently breaking to the upside. This is really good news. We're also going to be looking at Solana, which could be doing the same thing, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the Russell 1000, also known as VONG, and then the S&P 500, which is also on the up and up. Very excited to kind of dive into today's episode and kind of see where everything is moving to. I still am a strong believer, though, that we're going to see some consolidation, some very healthy and necessary consolidation within the stock market. But when it comes to crypto, that is a different story. We have plenty of room to continue to the upside here, so it will be interesting to see how high we do indeed decide to go. You can see as of today, this morning, candle is exploding to the upside, but don't let that be a false flag. Don't let that trick you into buying in, because there's a very good chance we could do what we've done in the past and immediately reverse right back down below it. So very interesting and lots of things to go over into today's episode here. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So before we dive into today's video, remember BITUNIX is doing a trading competition for you guys to win some free XRP up to $10,000 or $9,999 worth of XRP here. And there's different tiers and different increments for you guys to claim and get that free bonus, or I believe just free cryptocurrency. It's super cool. Even if it is free bonus cryptocurrency, it is very, very, very neat, because this is a great way for you guys to earn even more free cryptocurrency. All money, all profits earned on bonus money is completely withdrawable, but I will find out exactly how they are going to do this, if every single person that hits these trading volume tiers will receive that crypto, and whether or not it will be a bonus or just deposited into your wallet as they have done in the past here. So I'll find and ask all these questions, and I'll get back to you probably tomorrow or the next day when they do decide to get back to me. But moving forward and diving into today's video, you can see when it comes to the CMC here, we're trading at 52 on a fear and greed. So again, we are having so much consolidation in a market that is so not really volatile. What I mean by that is cryptocurrency is not a volatile, or is a very, very volatile market. So to see not that much volatility really, in my mind, makes me think, hey, something's going on here. Like, we should be seeing and expecting something very soon, because this consolidation, this sideways movement on a lot of these cryptos is gearing up for something big. Now, it really just seems like it's just Bitcoin. These other cryptos are showing signs of small little movements to the upside here. So there's a good chance these other cryptos could start to kind of lead the way here, and maybe Bitcoin will catch up. But for the most part, we look really, really, really good. Yesterday, we made a video saying happening this week as we were coming very close to closing and confirming the technical indicators and these patterns here. You can see, like, for example, on XRP, we have this beautiful, and I could probably get away with drawing it on the 4 hour here, although when you start to include the 4 hour, part of me goes, hey, can we do this? Like, would that be more accurate here? And it certainly could be, as we do have this very large ascending fractal here, these higher low, higher highs. Each time we head up, it's higher than the previous, and we just continue to scale this. But recently, we're starting to retest that top resistance, and there's a very good chance we could break through it. When you scale out to the daily charts here, that's where things get a little bit interesting, because if we pull this down, you can see we did theoretically confirm breach above it as of today. But here's where things get a bit interesting. As I scale out, let me go back this up to the daily, and then I guess we can look at the weekly. But you can see here in the long term, what we've been tracking on XRP is this has had a massive head and shoulders pattern, which you can see I drew in green, but also a very large descending fractal continuously heading lower. And then on the short term, did we really just start to discover that there's a short-term consolidative pattern here? If I jump now to the, let me get rid of this, to the weekly charts here, take another peek. This is a bit interesting. You can see it almost does indeed look like we are starting to kind of rally out of it. It almost looks like we did rally out of it. I mean, we could maybe move this down. And if we do, then when it comes to the weekly charts, we have indeed officially confirmed the breach above it here, which is certainly an exciting factor. When you do leave it like this, it does show a rebound off support and a bullish break. So maybe we have officially confirmed a rally outside of here. We could extend this up, and it would indeed, include these wicks here, which it's very possible this could be a wick down as well. That is something not to kind of glance over here. And as we zoom in, though, we do show signs that we could be breaking through this even on the daily chart. So we're in a very interesting, kind of situation now where lots of the markets previously were consolidating. Like a lot of this was healthy consolidation, healthy pullback. But now we're at a point where we're retesting some very, very, very solid resistances and some very solid indicators, which should basically kind of lead us to figuring out, well, are we going to be looking for a bullish market? Like if we do really rebound off here, and if we have actually broken through this downtrend, maybe we will indeed head to the upside here. I don't know for sure. Even on the daily charts, there's a good chance that that could be happening, and I would possibly suspect that it could certainly be. So we're in this position here on these cryptos where we're kind of going to decide how the rest of the year kind of plays out. But short term, we are looking at this kind of ascending fractal here. We did just see this rally, but what kind of worries me, makes it a little more nerve-wracking, is we have seen stuff like this in the past year, but more so jumping to the 4-hour, it doesn't say that we're actually out of it just yet. We're actually overbought at the current peak that we're at. And if I tweak this chart, I can very, very easily kind of include it in regards to this kind of ascending fractal here. And that would then say, hey, maybe this is the peak, this is the top, and we're probably going to experience correction right now on XRP. So we're in a very interesting kind of sticky area, if that makes sense here. You could even pull this down a little bit lower to kind of include the prices that we're seeing now. But regardless, leaving it alone, you can kind of see how this is all starting to pan out here. And I'd like to see how this does decide to react, because this could easily set us up for a correction to the downside. Solana looks good too. And when you start to include Solana into the charts here, this might actually give us the much needed kind of factors or technical patterns to allow us to figure out what exactly is coming in the future. You can see Solana is currently battling its downtrend, and it's very solid daily moving average. So XRP isn't anywhere near that. We are actually above it. So if you look at Solana, we're hitting this and we're going to make a decision. Are we going to break through it and see a rally to the upside, or are we going to stumble lower? Because you can see in the past year, every time we consolidate up, we fall consistently here. So this would ultimately, show signs of possible correction as well. So it's going to be a very interesting anomaly or movement over the past couple of weeks or a couple of days here. We're going to react with this moving average. Hopefully in our favor, we break bullish, but there's a very big possibility this could also lead to a very solid correction here. It doesn't really matter to me really which direction, because we'll take advantage of it on BitFi. BitFi allows us to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, even short cryptocurrency, which now lots of exchanges offer, but that does finally, it wasn't always like that. It now gives us the opportunity to, make a lot more trades here. We can buy in for shorts and we can buy in for longs here. And what's cool about BitFi is they're one of the few exchanges that still offer XRP to leverage trade, which is also phenomenal. Obviously, they have Solana as well, so we could take advantage of the Solana charts here. So highly recommend you sign up for BitFi, even if you don't use them. The fact that it is offered on here is phenomenal, and it's Solana to USDT. They've had this longer on their charts, as you can see here, but definitely make sure to check out BitFi down in the description below. Take advantage of their trading competition here, and then on top of that, they obviously have a reward center, a demo account here, which gives you 50K in demo money to practice trading your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how the exchange works. You can always receive and reset the amount once if you ever lost all this here. So it's super cool. It gets you familiar with the platform, and then you can head on over to the live trading platform here. But on top of, or moving past, BitFi and Solana, which is looking very nice here, and XRP, you see things like Ethereum, which are heading up. But again, here's the wonky part. How we enter is usually how we exit. So this could very likely cause a correction, which you guys have to pay attention to. Same thing goes with XRP. We kind of entered into this on a downtrend, we fell into this, so we're more than likely going to fall out of it. Just want to let you guys know that we could suspect or expect to see correction here. Same thing with Bitcoin too. So don't get too excited just yet. And then I do believe strongly the Russell 1000 and the stock market are both due for correction. Even though we're opening up today higher than where we were, we're pretty much just flatlined out here. And like I said, we need correction. We can't just hang out at overbought levels for a long time, or near overbought levels for a long time. It is going to cause correction. So hopefully it's either above this or we fall to here. I'm okay with either position in this area because all it's going to do is allow us to head up higher in the future. So I'm excited, but I do think overall the entire market is due for correction. I don't believe these are opportunities to be buying into holding for the long term. I think they are buying opportunities to hold for the or we should wait for correction and then buy in. Like short term, we're going to see drops and then we'll have the opportunity to buy back in. So that is pretty much it for today's video though. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.